Hello. Welcome to this Excellence Assembly, which is all about what the college offers you beyond your timetabled lessons and how you can develop personally and intellectually during your time in the sixth form. Now, I hope you've enjoyed your first term with us, despite the challenges of COVID-19, which have been considerable, and that you are looking forward to the 17 months that you have left at Holy Cross. Now, as well as from me in this assembly, you'll hear about what opportunities are here in art and design, sport, performance, social and spiritual activism, and about the work of our academic champion, Miss Koba. And what we call excellence here is all those things that you do to develop your social, academic, and employability skills, to know more about the world, and to deepen your understanding of your subjects. And in fact, excellence is a key part of our mission here to develop the whole person and not just the part of you that goes to lessons and sits exams, though this is obviously of immense importance. Taking part in excellence is important in terms of making you more attractive to universities, to trainers, to employers, and in helping you to find out more about yourself, about who you are, your strengths, your interests, to help you to become more confident and more understanding of others. I'm Siobhan O'Connor. I'm the Assistant Principal Quality at Holy Cross, which means that I've got overall responsibility for learning, teaching and assessment. And that very much includes excellence. So it's not just about what goes on in the classroom, what homework you do. It's very much all those other things that enhance your learning and your development here. Now, a lot of what you're doing and will be doing over the 17 months that you've got left will, of course, revolve around your chosen courses, your BTECs, your GCSEs, your A-levels. But if you really want to get on in life and to stand out and be that really attractive candidate for those competitive universities or those sought after employers or those great training courses, or actually if you just want to get more out of life, to enjoy yourself, to find out about what you actually like doing, to develop personal interests, then you need to do more than what's on your courses. And that's part of what you're here for, what we're about. We're very, very committed to helping you to develop that confidence and that knowledge and understanding of yourself, to be the very best version of yourself. And I do hope that you will feel encouraged and inspired by what you hear about in this assembly, and that you'll be prompted to take part in some of the very many opportunities on offer here, and or to do some of the other things in your everyday life outside college that I'm going to talk about in the next part of this presentation. Okay, right, a key thing that will help you to succeed is what is known as, or getting hold of what is known as, cultural capital. Now, this is a very broad term, but basically cultural capital means things like this on the slide. So having that broad span of knowledge, being able to talk and write confidently using a wide and sophisticated vocabulary, being able to express yourself, knowing about the wider world and a range of different cultures, things beyond your immediate sphere and circle. Having political and cultural awareness, understanding the key ideas and the issues and the debates that are shaping the times that we live in. Obviously, reading skills, being able to extract information, get to the point of something, summarise something easily, argue against something or for something. Those thinking skills, curiosity about the world that we live in, about ideas, about things. And going with that is an ability to question and critique, to not just accept what you're told, but to be able to question that, to be able to say, well, what's really going on here? Or can this be seen in a different way? Or can we look at some other aspects of the issue? Now, a lot of this kind of thing we're developing in your lessons. So you'll hear teachers talk about your ability to analyse, to evaluate, to create, to construct an argument, to solve problems. But so we're very committed to doing that in the classroom. But the more you do this, the more that you exercise these skills and develop these skills, the better you will become, the more your mind and your knowledge will develop. So I'm going to start with some of the things you can do in your day-to-day life outside college to develop this cultural capital. And then we'll go on to look at what your subjects are offering in relation to that as well in the college. Right, one of the easiest ways to learn is to listen. And listening can be done while you're doing the washing up, tidying your bedroom, walking the dog. It's something that you can do while you're just getting on with the rest of your life. Now, the BBC Sounds app is a great way to start. And on there, you can access, for example, BBC Radio 4, which has a huge range of programmes on just about every subject that we cover in college, and beyond that and more. And it's actually very, very interesting to listen to. And I've listed on there some of my favourites that relate to the worlds of the arts and politics and the social sciences and humanities. But there's all sorts of things on science, on sociology, psychology, you name it. Again, great stuff. You will, in listening to that, in listening as well to different voices, educated people talking about things, you will develop your own language skills as well. The other thing is music as well. It's a great thing to try and develop a wide musical taste that takes you outside perhaps the things that you're used to. And that can include classical music, so Radio 3, Classic FM are great things to listen to develop that knowledge and that taste and that enjoyment. But also Radio 6 that showcase lots of music from around the world, from different countries, different continents, which again gives you a great insight into other cultures and broadens your horizons. So I would certainly recommend that you listen, that you use the radio. Podcasts as well, beyond what the BBC offer. Podcasts are a great source of knowledge, and you can find podcasts on any number of things. So reading is the other obvious thing to do to develop that knowledge of the world. And reading is, whilst it's one of the greatest pleasures in life for me, as far as I'm concerned, to sit down for hours with a book, a lot of us don't have time to do that kind of thing much these days. We all lead very busy and demanding lives. So one of the ways that you can read, if you find that you're short of time, is again to download audiobooks, many of which can be downloaded free or very cheaply onto your phone. Again, you can listen to audiobooks whilst you're washing up, tidying your room, and so on. So it is something that you can do while you're getting on with the other things that you need to do. You could start with your curriculum areas recommended reading. If you're short of ideas as to what to read, you could do searches on books about. So, for example, if you're interested in finding out how the brain works, for example, you can do a Google search, books about the brain, Amazon search. Just type in those words, books about the brain, and it will come up with titles. And from there, you can explore and pick something that looks interesting. You could look at bestseller lists, fiction or non-fiction, or prize shortlists and long lists. The Booker Prize is the best known prize for fiction. Google the Booker long list or the Booker short list for any year. It doesn't just have to be this year. And again, read synopsis of books and pick something that interests you that way. And of course, you can visit our own library here at Holy Cross. and browse the stock. There's a lot of it. You can browse the stock on Moodle currently, and hopefully in time you'll be able to do it physically by wandering around the shelves. Perhaps sign up for the reading challenge. All your subjects will be issuing read and watch lists. And they're a great place again to start if you're interested in developing and deepening your knowledge of your subject. You can start with those lists, which give you ideas for things you can read or things that you can watch. Okay, which leads me on to the cinema and going to the cinema. There's a picture of Home, which is in Manchester, which is an independent cinema in Manchester, which means that it will show some of the films that you'll find on at the Rock in Bury, for example, but it will have other things that you perhaps wouldn't have a chance to see that are made by independent filmmakers or filmmakers from other countries, or indeed older films as well, which are always worth watching. So again, culturally, Home is a great place to go. They also have art galleries, incidentally, as well. Now, do think about watching actually old films and documentaries, older TV series. These are also available to you online in a lot of cases. That, again, gives you a real sense of how different things used to be, how society has changed, and how we got to where we are now. What the roots of today's culture are. Knowing about what things were like in the past helps you to make sense of today's world and helps you to understand why decisions are made about certain things in certain ways today. So Home is a really good place to visit for that, as are these platforms that you can watch on your own television or computer at home, or indeed on your phone. The British Film Institute platform and Curzon Home Cinema. Curzon Home Cinema screens independent films. It is free to download. You just pay the rental for the film that you choose to watch, which tends to be cheaper than a night out at the cinema, actually. And a great other thing that is free is Walter Presents, which is on the Channel 4 platform. And there, in Walter Presents, you will encounter films and TV shows from other countries in the world. Don't be afraid of subtitles. You get used to them. There's a great deal there to watch. And watching things from other times, other places, different social groups from your own, coming into contact with topics or experiences that you are unfamiliar with in your own life, that is good for you. The more you learn about other people's lives, the more complicated you realise things are, and the more you're able to look at and evaluate things from different points of view. And reviews are good in this respect, because read them. Every newspaper reviews films and TV. It makes you realise that other people might see the same thing differently, that there's more than one way of looking at something. You might not have thought about some of the things that come up in the review. And all that, again, is good for thinking skills. So watching something and then reading reviews, very good for developing those thinking and academic skills. You can learn, the obvious way to learn is public lectures and online webinars. Lots of very famous academics now are broadcasting lectures, streaming lectures online. You would normally never be able to see these people and hear what they've got to say. So the leading thinkers of the day are doing a lot. So that's one of the great advantages, actually, of the pandemic. There aren't many, but what's available online has absolutely exploded. So there's lots and lots available there. Almost every subject, as you will see in a few minutes, shares links to these regularly for you to just click on and access. And the other great source of learning and ideas are the TED Talks and the TED website. I would just encourage you to go on the TED website and browse what they've got. All your subjects will recommend specific ones. The speakers include people like Bill Gates, people who have shaped the world in a lot of cases. They tend to be very interesting to listen to, very charismatic. They have important things to say. very enjoyable, very valuable in terms of your personal development. So TED Talks are a great thing to do. Another really valuable thing to do is to learn a language. Now, Duolingo is a free app. Again, you can download it. Very rewarding. I think it has just about every language in the world. So you can pick something quite unusual nobody else has encountered, and you can learn it. Just doing it for 5 minutes a day brings you huge rewards, and you'll actually make quite rapid progress. Learning a language is fun, it's simple actually, and it's rewarding. It's good to speak another language. It's good for, again, that cultural capital. And it's good for your brain health too. And there's lots of research that shows that if you learn a language, that speaking more than one language, even if it's just a bit, helps you to do better in a whole range of other subjects as well. It wards off Alzheimer's in later life. Learning a language is great for employability. It's great for when you travel around. And the same goes for those of you here who already speak more than one language. That is a great asset. I'm personally very envious of anybody who has more than one language. Make the most of it, advertise it. It's something that, again, can make you very attractive and interesting in the workplace. Once the pandemic's over, or starting to be over, it'll be easier to visit museums and art galleries. Do visit these. There are lots of really good ones in the Greater Manchester area that you can go to, and I've listed some on the slides there. There are loads of cultural opportunities, and it's a lovely way to spend a day during the weekends and holidays. Really enjoyable and a learning experience too. And the same goes, we very much hope that the theatres and concert halls will open up before long, and that those will come back to us. And again, we have some brilliant venues in Manchester and around Manchester. The Royal Exchange, the Lowry in Salford, Bolton Octagon, the Bridgewater Hall for concerts. So we hope they'll come back. They are cheaper than you think. It's cheaper than you think to go to the theatre or a concert, and it's a fantastic experience. In the meantime, a lot of theatres are screening digitally past productions that they've done. So there's a great wealth of things that you can watch online while we wait for them to open up. And the other thing, again, once we're able to travel again, we're obviously not allowed to do this at the moment, but we hope this is a temporary situation. So once we've got past the pandemic restrictions, it's a great thing to get out and about and to travel. Get yourself a rail card. That will give you cheap rail tickets. And it's amazing what's available within an hour on a train, within an hour of Manchester. So get beyond Greater Manchester. Get to these great northwestern cities like Leeds, Liverpool, York, Sheffield, that have their own really interesting museums, galleries, theatres, buildings to have a look at, and so on. It's really good for you to be mobile, to travel, to go outside your own area, and get used to getting around independently. Geographical mobility, and by that we mean the ability to live in or work in or visit lots of different places. That's strongly linked actually to social mobility and career success. So start now, get into the habit of getting out and about, going to different places. And again, great way to spend a day with your friends in the weekends or during the holidays. As I say, obviously that can't be done at the moment, but we hope that in the next few months, the opportunities to travel and get out and about will open up again. Okay, so I'm going to move on from that now. Those are all things that you can do in your own day-to-day lives that you might not have thought about doing, but will help you to grow as a person. And now we're going to look at what's on offer within the college, what you can do within your subjects. So I'm just going to range through some of the curriculum areas and what's on offer. Great, so that's my bit done with, and now we will go on to look at some other aspects of excellence at Holy Cross College. Thank you.
Hello, my name's Miss Kober, and many of you have already met me virtually. I'm the college's academic champion. I coordinate the Excellence programme, and the main thing about this assembly is just to encourage you to take part in a range of different activities and to be the best version of yourselves. So here are some of the activities that we participated in last year, and hopefully we'll be getting a lot of these off the ground this year as well. So please take part in something, join something new, and you'll be finding out during this assembly about those activities. So for many of you, you've already joined my Oxbridge group and or my high tariff group. And in these groups, I have a weekly session which aims to develop all the skills that you'll need to be successful at a strong application to Oxford or Cambridge. And many of you have also joined my medics, dentists and vets group, where you're already starting to develop the skills that you'll need to make a strong application for one of those competitive courses. In November, I ran an assembly highlighting to you several widening participation schemes, and these open access to students from all over the country from a wide range of backgrounds, and these schemes will continue throughout year one. So please have a look at things that are available to you. I also publicise opportunities like summer schools and taster courses. So again, I would just encourage you to keep an eye out for things that you would like to apply for, give things a go, and explore your options. So what should you be doing for the rest of your time in year one? Well, the main thing really is it's an opportunity to prepare for your future. Year one is a time to explore your options, so try something new and keep yourself informed of opportunities that we publicise in the bulletin. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Mrs. Hindman and I'm the curriculum leader for RE. Here in college we have so many different enrichment and excellence programmes that are related to our mission and ethos as a Catholic college. So one of the most important is the 4C group. That stands for College, Community, for Charities and Campaigns, and we do lots of different things related to social justice. We've done all sorts of fundraisers this year so far, and this year we're doing a few more things online as well to raise awareness of different things. We've done Black History Month, International Peace Day and One World Week so far. We also have our eco-ambassadors. They're working around college in different departments, trying to help us as a college to gain eco status and to make our carbon footprint a little bit less and to move ourselves towards being a bit of a greener college. We also work closely with the chaplaincy area, and we have the chaplaincy team who do things like the remembrance service that you might have seen so far, and also assemblies that will be coming up soon. We also have the faith ambassadors. These are different students who represent a variety of different faiths, and we have live Q&A sessions with them, and we will hopefully be either going into primary schools or we'll be recording sessions to teach young primary school children about being a person of faith. There's also the Student Representative Committee, and this is the student voice of college. And Year 1 students, you can get involved with this because just after Christmas, the applications will be out for being part of the new group. So if you're interested in getting involved, there's lots of different things in the new year. We'll be doing Fair Trade Fortnight, International Women's Day. We'll be doing some awareness raising and a campaign for mental health awareness, amongst lots of other things. So you can look out for us either on Instagram. The SRC have an Instagram page, as do 4C. And there's also the Moodle news page, and you can email the SRC directly. Would love for you to get involved.
I like playing football at Holy Cross because I just like playing football in general. I'm a Man United fan and I enjoy playing football because it keeps fit, it's active. I get to see all my mates and we're scoring goals. So.
I play in the sport Holy Cross because it gives me a sense of community and it allows me to keep active and make friends.
If I'm being honest, basketball here is more than just a sport. It's like a chance to get a family outside your own family. If you play, you go out together, have fun together, and it creates that sense of community and I just love it. So that's what made me play basketball at Holy and even stay at the basketball team.
I'm the netball captain. I enjoy netball at Holy Cross and we're really successful here and made it to national finals.
Hi, I'm Katie and I'm the girls basketball captain and I like playing basketball because it allows me to coach, train and socialise with people that I normally wouldn't.
The Performing Arts Department is a large group of subjects including drama, dance, music and music technology. Enrichment, excellence and extracurricular activities are central to our ethos and we offer a wide and varied programme of events throughout the year. So here are some of the things that students have been involved with since September. At the start of the year, you might have noticed advertisements for LAMDA auditions. These are specialist acting qualifications from the London Academy of Music and Dramatic Art, and it's one way that we help to prepare students for auditions at some of the country's leading drama schools, where students could be auditioning for one of 26 places from over 3,000 other auditionees. LAMDA classes are added to students' timetables and candidates are entered at Bronze and Gold Award. So far this term, students have attended a masterclass with a RADA graduate discussing the audition process, and we have more Q&As lined up with industry professionals discussing self-tapes, directing and performing for screen. This qualification really helps to broaden performance repertoire, improve technique and build confidence. We want to give our students as many platforms to perform and be part of a creative process as we can. And normally we will be well underway with our annual college musical. Sadly, this is stalled for the moment, but once performances resume, we'll be advertising for our next show. Auditions are open to all, so you don't have to study a performing arts subject to get involved. We have a great history of performance with productions over the last few years including Miss Saigon, Hansel and Gretel, Sweeney Todd and West Side Story. Again, for the moment, COVID also prevents us from our usual dance programme, which involves students performing at dance evenings and also at the Salford Dance Explosion at the Lowry Theatre, which provides an excellent opportunity for students to gain experience of dancing in a professional venue and environment. In music, students have been continuing to perform in ensemble rehearsals working towards a Christmas showcase. Once a week, instrumental groups meet to rehearse and practice a variety of pieces with one of our specialist musicians, who also host half-termly masterclasses. Again, these rehearsals are open to all. You don't have to be studying music to get involved. Extension activities in music so far this term have also included on-site recitals with an RNCM graduate violinist, additional music classes, and performances at the Remembrance Day service. Last year, our college choir thrived in number, with over 50 students regularly attending weekly rehearsals. And for those students with a real passion for voice, we also had a smaller chamber choir and choral scholar programme that students auditioned for. We went carol singing in St Anne's Square and also won the choral competition at the Ramsbottom Festival. This year, COVID has limited performance opportunities. However, we've managed to record some soloists and we will soon release a socially distanced choral recording of Toto's Africa, which was brilliant fun to make. Please keep your eyes peeled on Moodle for news on when the choir will reform. All students are welcome to get involved. We're really lucky to have such well-equipped drama and dance studios, rehearsal and practice rooms, and also an industry-standard recording studio on site. Normally there would have been student-run live music nights hosted by now, where bands perform throughout the year, building to our regular slot at Glastonbury in August. Students from across college are involved in these performances. Again, watch Moodle for the return of this event when it's permitted. We firmly believe that extracurricular activities provide the opportunity for students to action learning from the classroom. If you'd like to learn more about some of the events run by the Performing Arts Department, feel free to email performingarts@holycross.ac.uk and we'll get straight back to you.
Hello, my name's Laura Watt and I'm the Head of Art and Design here at college, and I'd like to take the time just to introduce you to the work of the Collective. Collective was a project that was established by a small group of art and design students back in 2017, and it is part of our excellence programme here at college. The idea originally for the Collective was to produce a magazine that celebrated the art and design world, and the students wanted an opportunity to showcase their skills and their knowledge that they had developed in their art and design subjects. The success of the project can be seen in the students' exam results. Alongside the Collective, we also have the Collective Studio. This is an in-house design agency that is run by the students themselves. Projects have included the Bury Town of Culture branding, as well as work for International Women's Day. The Collective Studio also designed the website for this year's art and design exhibition. To find out more about the Collective project and how you can get involved in this, please visit our website